thoughts on the first season of Skeleton Crew now that the finale is out. I really enjoyed the Skeleton Crew. That, just to cut right to the chase on this one, of all of our Star Wars Disney Plus shows, I would say that this is probably the third best. You got Andor, you got season 1 and 2 of Mandalorian. That I think Andor is just easily the best written, best executed. Mandalorian season 1 and 2, somewhat just on a subject matter level, but also just kind of on the spark of adventure, excitement, being Star Warsy. I just like those first 2 seasons more. But then pretty safely for me is going to be Skeleton Crew. And it is aiming younger. It is, of course, substantially more kiddie. But that's kind of was a nice thing because it meant my whole family wanted to watch it, and they did watch it. And it's a good way to bring in new outside influences. I talk about that all the time. A lot of the problem with modern Star Wars is either we are just doing inbreeding, and modern day Star Wars is inspired by old Star Wars, or we're deconstructing Star Wars. Like, here's another reason why the Jedi suck, or, hey, look, it's Luke Skywalker. And we're not bringing in these outside influences and complementing and building it out. Skeleton Crew did that. They found more outside influences. We're doing these 80s Amblin movies, Goonies, Explorers, and then we're bringing in... instead of from samurai movies and westerns, this time we're pulling in from pirate movies, and we're doing Treasure Island, except in Star Wars, but with a Goonies vibe to it. And Goonies already had kind of that pirate-esque imagery to it. I think all of that fits Star Wars really, really well, and I appreciated that about the show. It was able to provide a Star Wars fun adventure with just a different flavor and a different perspective. That it's not grown-ups. We are following kids as they're lost in this galaxy far, far away. And I like that about all of it. Even some of the stuff that bugged me early on, like why on earth does this city in Star Wars look like 80s suburbs, except with, a little bit of flying cars? And by the time you get to the end of it, I was okay with all of that because they found an excuse in the plot as to why you would have kind of like this pocket little universe that feels radically different from the rest of Star Wars. It is isolated. It is protected from the scum of the universe and nerf herders and everything like that. And so there's a reason that it would look and feel different. And there's just a right amount of mystery to it. And got to the end of it, and some people have said it ends too abruptly. And I get what you're saying. I kind of feel that. Also don't know what epilogue I needed, because as soon as the plot's resolved, it doesn't do any epilogue. It does not do any, now what's it like getting back to normal? What happened? It doesn't do any of that. It's just kind of like, boom, credits roll. And the end of it felt a little bit like we were setting up what they've done in so many of the other finales, which is you get to the finale, and then we do our cameo. We crescendo with a cameo, and this didn't do that. And I mean, since I'm tired of Star Wars relying so much on cameos to make their shows interesting and memorable, I appreciate that they didn't do that. Maybe they needed to just to get a little bit more buzz and chatter, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm fine with it. So I really enjoyed it. It was Star Wars a little bit different. In it, I think there's one episode that felt like a misstep, but there's the rest of them worked for me. They didn't feel like filler. Maybe it needed a little bit more action or a little bit faster of a pace. One of my friends, Bevan, said that maybe this would have worked better as a movie, and she's probably right, and that doing it as episodes made the episodes maybe a little bit too slow paced. But overall, I was a big fan of it. Most of these clips are pulled from my Patreon live streams. I do about 6 live streams every single month for $2 per month, $20 per year. You can get access to all the exclusive videos and live streams for $5 per month. You get your name on my end card. At the top tier, you get a 30-minute video chat with me each month. The link down below in the description has more information.